Hi everyone, Nicholas here. Welcome to another Portuguese lesson. In this Portuguese lesson, we are going to be learning about verbs. Stay until the end for a birthday shout out here. Today's someone's birthday. You're going to have to wait and see until the end of this video. Before we start this video, please make sure you like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on my Instagram. And yeah, let's start. The verb to break in Brazilian Portuguese. This one is just the verb to break, not the cards break and not the vacation break or, the break that you get in intermission or something like that. It's not that type of break. It's just the verb to break. Quebrar. 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 To break something. Quebrar. 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 Alright, next one over here. Spin in Brazilian Portuguese. Rodar. Rodar. R-O-D-A-R. Rodar. Rodar. R-O-D-A-R. Rodar. Rodar. That means the verb to spin in Brazilian Portuguese. Rodar. 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 Alright. The verb to push something in Brazilian Portuguese. Empurrar. Empurrar. E-M-P-U-R-R-A-R. Empurrar. Empurrar. E-M-P-U-R-R-A-R. Make sure when you're pronouncing this word right here, push in Portuguese, you're pronouncing those two letters. Make sure you pronounce aim, the E-M right here, and then you would say empurrar. 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 The verb to push. Empurrar. Alright, last but not least, to make a mess in Brazilian Portuguese, the verb to make a mess. Bagunçar. Bagunçar. B-A-G-U-N-C with the cedilha. We can go over that after. A-R. Bagunçar. Bagunçar. So that means to make a mess. Bagunçar. So what we need to know with the C with the cedilha in Brazilian Portuguese, if you had not watched the letter C's in Brazilian Portuguese, is on a channel, but I can explain this one though. C with the cedilha. In Brazilian Portuguese, if y'all see a C with the cedilha, it's always on the middle of a word or a phrase or a sentence. That does not start on the beginning of a word or a phrase in Brazilian Portuguese. You are not going to see it on the beginning. You will not see it in Brazilian Portuguese. Not on the beginning of a word or a phrase in Brazilian Portuguese. Also, another thing as well. If you realize right here that this C with the cedilha is different from all of those accents, or actually technically this is not called an accent, but from the accents in the vowels, because if you look right here, it's underneath the letter C. It is not on top of the letter C. If it was on top of a letter, it has to be on a vowel. So you're not going to see it on a consonant that is on top of it. You're only going to see it one, which is the C with the Sicilia, it's not even called an accent. It's just called C with the Sicilia, which is underneath the consonant. So if you remember during the accent videos I taught y'all last year, I talked about that it's always on the top. Remember that I talked about that last time? The video is going to be on the top on YouTube. All I'm saying is that vowels in Brazilian Portuguese is on top. You're not going to see it underneath the vowels, the accents. But we did not see it on this video. We don't have any accents in all of those verbs here. But what we did have is a C with the Sicilia. Because it's on a consonant, it sounds like an S, and it does not start on the beginning of a word and a phrase in Brazilian Portuguese. So that is 3 reasons why that C with the Sicilia is right there, because of that. So if you look right here, that means it's underneath it, and it makes an S sound. Bagunçar. Bagunçar. The letter C right here, bagunçar. It makes it more like an S sound because of that. So yeah, alright, let's do our recap right here, and then we will be going into our shout out here. I'll tell you after whose birthday it is today. To break in Brazilian Portuguese, the verb to break, not the vacation break or not the car break, just the verb to break. Quebrar. Quebrar. Q-U-E-B-R-A-R. Quebrar. Quebrar. And I taught y'all that this one means to break something. The verb to break. It does not mean the vacation break, the noun, or it does not mean as well the car's break. It just means the verb to break. Quebrar. Quebrar. And then I also taught y'all how to say the word spin in Brazilian Portuguese. Rodar. Rodar. R-O-D-A-R. Rodar. Rodar. That means to spin. Rodar. Then I also went over on how to say push in Brazilian Portuguese. You would pronounce this 2 letters in the beginning right here. Em, the letter E-M right here, for empurrar. Empurrar. E-M-P-U-R-R-A-R. Empurrar. Empurrar. To push something. Empurrar. And last but not least, the verb to make a mess in Brazilian Portuguese. Bagunçar. Bagunçar. And I taught y'all that this C sounds like an S because it's a C with the Sicilia. It has a thing underneath it, which is a C with the Sicilia. If y'all see a C with the Sicilia in Brazilian Portuguese, and if it's underneath the letter C, like that, that means it's not an accent. It has a C with the Sicilia, making it like an S sound. And it does not start on the beginning of a word or a sentence or a phrase. You're always going to see it in the middle of a word, a phrase, or a sentence. You're just going to see it always on the middle. And I also talked about that you're not going to see the C with the Sicilia have it on top, like an accent on top. You're always going to see it have it underneath the C with the Sicilia. So you're always going to see underneath of the letter C, and it's the only one that has it underneath the letter C or letter. It sounds like an S. Bagunçar. Bagunçar. Alright, if you made it this far, we are going to do our birthday shout out here, and today's birthday is Miss Halliday's birthday. And some of the verbs that I taught in this video was recommended from her. So some of it, this one, and this one, was recommended from her. I asked her in person and she said that she wanted some of those there. And I told her that the other one I was going to do was going to be a little bit different because it was ending on a different letter. We're still focusing on the ones that are ending on AR. But yeah, so again, happy birthday there, Miss Halliday. Let's do it. Here we go. You know the drill. I know what you're gonna do. Let's do it. You sing happy birthday to you. Once again, we sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miss Halliday. Happy birthday happy birthday, Miss Halliday. I hope you enjoyed this surprise. And make sure y'all comment down below happy birthday to Miss Halliday. Also, thank you for making this shirt. I've been wearing this like a boss. And now look at me. You got something good coming out. So hope you enjoyed this. I made you something and you made me something. And happy birthday. Hopefully you enjoyed the surprise. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like this video, please. Follow me on my Instagram. Subscribe to my channel. Happy birthday, Miss Halliday, and I'll see you all next episode. Bye.